Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Knight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Eat. Watch the run.
Back to throw now on first down. Player has it complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Ready.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. Cut.
2nd and 13. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
58, boy. 58, Mike. Here we go. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Y'all playing the wrong football. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Now Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, let's go. It's just me and you.
Here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Hey, they're scared. 18. Hey, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 40's Mike. I got one.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Alert.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 5-5.
Now a handoff looking right. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 6.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Bravo! At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. Shoot!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is brought in by Pryor. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
What are you doing? You can't get past me.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's our time. It's our time. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, let's get this. Get this.
Hey, Orbit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Hey, Zeus. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Come on, D.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
50, plant. 55. Get him, get him, get him. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Mike 55, Mike 55.
2nd and 3. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Come on, let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Especially when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden, because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Watch the eye. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Now it's Trubisky. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down, Bears.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch tight end's right. Watch tight end's right. 4 down, check. 4 down. 15, check 15. Well, hey, we're going Mike 40.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Now a toss. This is Forte. Fights through, and now a crease. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And the Bears first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
At the 21-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Alpha.
Here we go. Line 55.
On play action, they'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Line 55. Line 55. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Hey, check Mike.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Hey, exit.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after
Lee Griffin.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Stay with your man.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
55. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that?
Hey, check Mike 27. Check. Ran, go.
Rip left. Rip left.
Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 25-yard line.
Go! 180! It's a party now! And Randall! Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up! Let's go! Hey, Mike! Hey, 18! Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They're running it.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Alert, 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 alert. Let's go, D.
After the sack on first down, Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 6. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Go, go.
58, right over there, yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
218, chop it.
Twist. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
5.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Go, 18 gainer.
55. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. check.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very different.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Charlie.
55, my God, 55.
Hey.
They'll set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, ball.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
61, matchbox right.
Trubisky to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Check. Lucky. Check. Crunch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Greystone, Travis.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give him credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Hey, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Now. Hey, watch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears. Right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On the return, it's James. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey!
Hey, go Mike 20, Mike 20.
To throw again, Rooney. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward,